Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Vampyr. I have refilled my syringes. I have done everything in my power to, like, apart from resting, but I don't want to rest because I've got so many people who are sick, and I don't want to get them more sick, so I've kind of cornered myself a little bit.
Please! You've killed me, brother!
Okay, I'm mashing and I shouldn't mash. She's gonna throw up. This thing fills the battlefield at times, and I struggle with that a little bit, but that's okay. Like that, you see. Like the low, and it takes so long to disappear. See, again, there we go. You see what I mean? It's constantly appearing on me, and I just don't know how to challenge that.
Abomination.
Stop mashing. She's gonna throw up again. Okay.
Rest in peace, monster.
We stay out of the way. It's gonna appear behind us. Yeah, or in front of us. I'll take that. And then it appears all around us again.
Kinslayer.
Okay. So her attacks stop me doing whatever I'm doing, but my attacks do not stop her. It's worth noting. Except for sometimes. Sometimes they do stop her. She's gonna throw up again.
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
She'll scream. Yep. Is she gonna go take the blood from that guy?
You've spared the precious nurse Crane, but not your own Mary.
And she's thrown up again. Okay.
Come to me, Jonathan. Give me your
I can't save him.
Priest.
I wish I could, but I can't. Or at least I haven't found a way to.
Thoughts are just to die for.
Okay, well, I dodged, so, like, that's annoying. But fine.
You've killed me, brother.
Yes, we established that earlier.
Rest in peace.
And it wasn't intentional, but, like... Okay, well, ow. And you're gonna throw up again.
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Okay. No. If you could actually get out of the... Stop dodging into it! Okay. More vomiting? Yeah, sure.
Come to me, Jonathan.
Won't. Thanks, though. Oh, I pressed the wrong one. That's very annoying. Okay, ow. More of that. Cool.
What have you done?
Today to make you feel right. Okay. I'm gonna heal up a little bit while I
Come
can.
to me, Jonathan.
It just fills everywhere.
Make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton.
I didn't make him kneel like a dog. I didn't ask him to kneel. I just told him to drink blood. Oh, can you stop doing that?
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
It's literally filling the whole field and I don't know what to do about it. Oh my gosh! Okay. Stop. How am I supposed to do anything? When she's just filling the whole field with impenetrable... And she blocks all my attacks. Okay, come on. Steady. Calm down. Calm down. You're doing okay.
What have you done?
And it's behind me suddenly! And again, I need to heal. And again, it's filling up everywhere. It's everywhere! I can't avoid it! And I'm having to think too much about the fact that it's bloody everywhere. And then I can't think about hitting her, which is what I need to be thinking of. And she's hit me somehow, even though I was a mile away. Oh, don't hit the wrong button, Kenny.
Rest in peace, monster.
No, come on, I'm so close, I'm so close, I'm so close, I'm so close. There we go, we got it. Whoo! Can we spare her? Do we think?
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
You don't have to be
see?
that.
This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
If that's what you want.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
Oh, I'm moving this. Sorry. Could we close her eyes? At least she's looking right at me, and I could do without that. Okay, we're turning the camera around at least. That's okay. That was the toughest fight we've had in this game. Whoo, boy. Also, I don't know what we're going to do about that priest. It's probably for the best he's gone, because he would definitely know what we are. And seems like he'd be less chill about it than Swansea. And our mother doesn't know anything because she's been hypnotized. A few nights later? No, I don't want a few nights later. People will be so sick.
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood via violent biting.
Yeah, it's
turning
vampires.
survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire.
Yeah, we know this.
Born anew into an age of death and pestilence, while plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this
Or are these
epidemic.
plotting factions?
I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
I have a horrible feeling everyone's just like going to be super sick now. Let me... Yeah. Okay, oh, okay, everyone's just as sick as they were. That's okay. Oh, we got a lot of XP for beating Mary. Everyone is tired here. But we've got a lot of fatigue medicine, so we should be okay to help. And we need to go to Whitechapel and help everyone there as well. Because they need it. Sorry, I was just seeing if there was any more openables. But let's go. Let's start outside. We'll go with Rakesh. Chidana. Hey, Rakesh.
Never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and lost at the same time.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company,
Sure.
even if the quiet can be appreciated.
There you go.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of
We
us
found a lot of
are
stuff,
immune to
and
this disease.
I've spent
And
a
that
lot
is
of
a good thing.
the shillings
Death
on.
and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
On the
Tomorrow,
what's the word?
more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart.
I don't know. On the components for medicine, because that's my focus. I'm trying to keep London as healthy as possible. Right, Harvey, Fiddick. Hang on a minute, there's another letter here. My dear children, sorry I did not write you before, but it hurts like hell to just to write these few words on a bloody paper. Don't worry, Daddy will go out of the hospital as soon as the doctors fix his arm. In the meantime, if you need anything, go see Mr. Chadwick at the construction site and tell him you are Harvey Fiddick's children. You remember Robert Chadwick? The big guy with the moustache who helped me repair the house doors last spring? Go see him and ask for a few bob. He won't refuse to spare you a few. I'm sorry I can't work anymore for now, but we'll figure out something as soon as I'm out. Don't worry, everything will be fine as soon as Daddy's arm is strong again. As soon as the doctors have fixed my arm,
In circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
I don't think so. Oh,
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What
Yes,
about their mother,
well, that's-
if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
well, let's hope
Is there anything else that's bothering
she's still alive out there somewhere.
Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I
don't
thought
know.
I was in a hospital.
Here you go.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Alright, bye-bye.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me...
You're okay. You are tired.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything
we know what it is, though.
life-threatening. What has you so
We know what it
worried?
is. I don't know
He was
why.
at death's
Well, I
door
mean,
when he was brought here.
I
I
saw
just
it
want him
obviously,
to be
but
better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
I will neglect no one. Unless I completely forget about your situation, and then,
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you?
What did you do?
Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I
But
always
why is he
hoped
not
he
happy with his
cared
life?
enough
What's going
to
on?
avoid making me suffer like this.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
That's not a reason to
Why
do that.
did your son
In my
feel so
opinion.
useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life.
I mean, fair.
He couldn't
but-
help but dwell on such things.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer
Surely not
has
by
always
taking
been a
himself out of
sensitive
it,
soul.
is the issue.
He wouldn't talk
'Cause you
to
don't.
anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
He's a very deep, empathetic soul.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
He's lucky to have you, yeah.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal. And unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have you.
Your
by his
son's
side.
death
I
was
can't
not
give up
fatal
on
is a
him. I
very
just
strange
can't.
sentence, but okay.
I have conceded many times in my life, but giving up on my son is something I am incapable of.
Do you require medical
You are
attention
tired,
as
let
well,
me give you
Mrs.
medicine
Do
for
you know
fatigue.
you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Here you go.
Despite what you think about this place,
Am I just
can
giving
tell you
caffeine
with absolute
pills to
certainty,
everybody?
taking this
Just
will help you recover.
running around.
Well, at least
Take
your
this,
reputation
take this. Here's a
seems
Monster
well
Energy
deserved.
drink for you. Not sponsored.
Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
How are
Good
you
evening,
doing,
Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
We've had that conversation before.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong.
You're not just
And
talking about the
why do you
hospital.
think you don't belong?
We know that.
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
You're one of them.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you.
Look, it happens.
Tell me more about it.
There's
You
nothing
just
more
gotta
to
keep
say,
pushing
really.
through. Always think about.
It's hurtful.
This
It's
is why we need
unbearable,
to help each other
and I don't
always.
ask anyone to understand what I feel.
The world is bleak, but maybe the pain we feel is the best compass for making it a better place.
How can we repair the world, Dr. Reed, when mankind is the biggest problem? Yes, the world will be a much better place when we're gone.
Admit it.
I
Mortimer.
understand that viewpoint.
Your mother had you hospitalized here because you
But
tried
the
to
loud
kill yourself.
minority
Yes,
is
true.
not
All right, then.
everyone.
This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the
I
authorities.
did give your letter to your
My
mother,
one
but
and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Your mother won't let you down, Mortimer. Don't you share her hope for a better future?
No, I don't.
Won't you even try?
Do you want me to promise you I'll get better? Do you want me to tell her the same thing? I could, but it would not change anything.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
yeah, this is why we need to rely on each other as people, right? Like, sometimes it doesn't seem like there's a way out. Sometimes it doesn't seem like there's a way forward. And sometimes the world can show us that it reasons to feel that way. But there is always a way out. There is always a future, provided we choose kindness, provided we choose to help each other when we see that need. And your acts of kindness might lead to another person thinking to act with kindness, might lead to another person, and then that becomes the epidemic. The epidemic is people just taking care of each other. The minority of people who want to hurt people, who want people to feel bad, and who are selfish, are very loud sometimes. Sometimes they are so incredibly loud, and you think there is no way this is a minority, but it is. I promise you it is. And without going too deep, from experience, there's always someone who will come and give you another reason to wake up in the morning. Give you another reason to keep going. And you have to keep trying. You have to. Because despite what you may feel, despite what you may think, the world is never a better place without you in it. Reach out to someone if you need to, but never think you are alone, because you are not. And the world is better because you are in it. You are incredible. And you are capable of incredible things, even if it doesn't feel like it.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir.
I'll never keep anything from her.
A box of pills. A rusty box of pills. Ooh, unfortunate. Dr. Thoreau's doing fine. Hello, Thoreau.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike?
Is it because he
Dr.
phases
Ackroyd?
through you
He
like a
refuses
ghost?
to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to...
Sorry, I just need to check something.
Save, Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Okay.
Goodbye,
So I have...
Dr. Strickland.
Sorry, the reason I paused there is, and I'm sure you saw, I wanted to check to see if the settings had somehow been lowered, because their coats seem to be such low res.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
They are at the highest thing, so...
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors.
Oh, I see. So you're not reporting him. I understand. Okay. Anything new? No, okay.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous.
Caffeine pills for you. Drink this Celsius.
I've
not
just
a sponsor.
not taken the time to do
Though if they
so.
wanted to, I'd take it.
You are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
You do of a night time.
Thank you for your time.
Actually, you don't have a night time. I'm usually stalking the streets of London. But you know. Swings and roundabouts, innit? Oh, Nurse Hawkins is feeling a cold.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Anything new for you? You.
Do you need medical help
a cold.
yourself?
It's nice to see someone
I'm
without
afraid I've contracted some illness,
fatigue.
Dr. Reed.
Here you go.
Not under my watch, nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Am I missing anyone? Milton's gonna have it. Thomas Elwood.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen.
Spare your obedient slave.
I'm so sorry to interrupt whatever
Good
this
evening,
is.
Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Anything new for you?
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German
He
shells.
doesn't look that bad.
It happened during my leave.
I understand it probably feels
It was
awful,
an
but-
accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an
his lip seems
accident
to be
that could have
sort of
happened to
stuck
anybody.
there.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Ah.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk,
I wish I hadn't failed it. I want to help him.
The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon.
That's a big leap, though.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up.
Yeah, she was
Left
thinking
me
about
to
herself.
burn.
Like, not okay, but seeing that would have helped.
Soldier,
But there we go.
do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
Here you go.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
I wish I had managed to
Goodbye
help
for now,
you there.
Mr.
But
Elwood.
that's... And where's your Dark Queen gone? A box of pills, a box of pills. Everything will be better with a box of pills. It's not. It isn't better with a box of pills, just so we were clear. I just wanted to sing the song. There's Pippa Hawkins. Where's she gone then? Ah, Thelma. Excuse me. How you doing?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Uh-huh.
Do you require my services, Miss
Do you need
Howcroft?
actual medical
I have no
care?
need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Alright, bye-bye.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
What of my own life?
I'm gonna heal up a bunch of folks, and then I'm gonna... Then I'm gonna rest and evolve, because I can't keep...
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Anything new? Anything new?
Do you
No.
require medical assistance, Nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Here, drink this coffee!
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I know you need some as well, Milton.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save
I
lives.
hope I've got enough fatigues.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go?
Sure.
Where is it safe?
You're
Do
not
you
going to
need
get
any
welcome in a
medical
lot of
help?
countries with
I'm
Spanish
afraid I
flu going
do.
around.
Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Yep, have
Our
some
job
fatigue
brings us into
medicine.
contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often.
Well, I fell very
Thanks,
sick
anyway.
once, and then found myself
Goodbye,
not
Milton.
sick. Ever again. Forever. Okay.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East.
We've been able to keep on top of things, which is very good.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Why are these coats
Dr.
so bad?
Reed, any good news to share?
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think
Why
about
do you have to be so aggressive,
This
Jonathan?
kind of protest is nothing but elitist bullshit.
Hmm?
I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reed, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
We like that. That time would be great. Thank you very much.
Do you need any
Anything?
medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Suppose I should go and help Clay
Come
as
on,
well.
Don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Clay's alright. Technically.
Hey, Doc.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom.
I'm tired of your nonsense, Clay. What did you do? All the bloody docs are gossiping about how my husband has just gut that stupid kid. How many times did I tell you to count to 20 before drawing your blade? How can we expect to do proper business and have people obey if you keep on killing everyone who dares cross you? Now, rumour says some blokes from the dead's families are looking for you. And one of them even swore to kill you. Don't come home tonight. I've seen strange men patrolling the streets. They may be some commie militia or something like that sent to arrest you. Go to a safe place for a few days. Maybe go to the hospital or Whitechapel. Make yourself useful for once by checking if any business can be settled over there. When the situation is calmer, I'll send a wet boot boy so that you can know to come back. Love,
It's really
Edwina.
pissed me off this time. Hey, Doc.
About your wife.
What can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
Gross.
Am I right to assume?
Not to
your
yuck anyone's
wife's
yum.
letter
You do your thing. It's
pissed
just
you off.
you
Clay?
seem like a truly awful person, so everything's
I
gross.
threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding.
Is that the one that I found
That
for
knife
you?
has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that
Oh, I
pier,
see.
I'd not have been wounded.
A lucky charm.
A lucky charm. I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
I see. Goodbye.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Oh, Newton's not well as well. Oswald's okay. Oh, I didn't mean to examine him, but there we go. Okay. We've done a lot of helping, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised. We're going to go to Whitechapel as well and help out there where we can.
Good
Checking
evening.
in with everyone as well,
Dr.
doing the
Reed.
rounds, as it were.
Are you concerned about the conditions here in London?
Not really. Sick people, men in arms, fighting every night. I already faced all this during the war.
Sure.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes
Would
me
you
sad
like to talk
and
about it,
angry.
Oswald?
It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes.
Ah,
Though he's
the
more of a
early
man than they'll ever be,
1900s.
so fuck 'em all.
I concur.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Newton. 1, take this medicine. 2, accept the fact that you
Hello
are who
again,
you
Mr.
are
Blight.
and that you
Good
love who
evening,
you love.
Dr. Reed. You're doing your rounds as usual.
Actually, it's been a minute since I've done this, but
Are
yes.
you concerned about the living conditions in the city?
Of course I am. I'll be stuck here for as long as Oswald refuses to go to hospital.
He's kind of at
And,
hospital.
Unfortunately,
Because
it seems
I'm
the
here,
violence is
you're
rising.
and it's just, it's literally up those
I believe
stairs.
people
So,
have
you know.
armed themselves and started to attack those that show signs of contagion.
Sort of. It's a different sort of contagion, but yeah.
Do you
Alright.
need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, I've got that fear in London now.
Here you go.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You are wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you?
Yes.
That's a good enough
Again,
reason
just
for me and Oswald to go there.
up the stairs. Just head
Goodbye,
on up.
Mr. Blight.
Take care of yourself.
Also an unfortunate name in these times, but yes. Alright, so we've helped everyone here. Let's go to Whitechapel. Get rid of that marker.
We were supposed to be safe. Oh, what a fucking joke.
Alright, Oswald. Yeah, we'll head across to Whitechapel. Probably fighting through some Pruin on the way. Always a treat. Always a pleasure. A pleasure. Pleasure, eh? Yeah, I see him. And there's another one. Hadouken!
Oh my god!
Give me your blood. Come on, knock on our door. Oof. Knocked him right off his feet. Someone knocking on.
I'll send you back.
Oh, hello. Please don't. I've just come from there. Ouch with the fire. Alright, glad dealt with you. Hello. Just gonna drain some of your blood. Don't worry. It's cool. And then we're just gonna... There we go. Give me your shotgun shells. Do you have anything for me? You did drop something, didn't you? Yeah, there's your little package. Lovely. Why doesn't anyone have, like, less common handle parts? I would really like some less common handle parts. Well, I'll take on these guys instead of whatever that is. Come on now. Out you go. Sorry, I was focusing in for a second there instead of realizing that I... There we go. Would need to heal. So I hadn't realized how low on health I was. That man was made of aluminium powder. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I know that now. There's our dear sweet friend who,
I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be nasty.
I'm good, thanks though.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
No.
How are the conditions in Whitechapel these days?
When I think about all the people who died trying to reach England, it seems we escaped a war just to die on foreign shores, hated by all.
Do
you need any assistance?
It's unfortunate, yes.
Your money is the only thing I need right now, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Not
Take
getting
care
there,
of
thanks though.
yourself as best you can.
Okay, let's see who's... Okay, Swanborough's sick, Peterson's sick, Lewis is sick, Tobias is sick, and Cadogan Bates. I still don't know who this is, but that's okay. Or this, but that's fine. We'll find them. They're all going to be this way, aren't they? We'll finish our route. They're both there. Oh. Okay, well they seem to be...
You again? What do you want this time?
Do you enjoy
How did
people?
you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
You Jason
There's no pride
Statham
in roughing up
look-alike?
you bastards. But this is the only job I found. And it pays well too.
A job?
Sure.
So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks.
Yeah. No, I know who they are.
For their dirty work.
You could have refused?
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here?
No, I understand that he's
Barrett could be
also,
as sneaky
like,
as
been
anyone.
sleeping
Long
with your
ago,
wife.
I even called the bastard my best friend.
How do you feel about Whitechapel?
Situation in Whitechapel?
I'm not easily scared, but crazy killers and armed patrols are lurking about. My son's right about this place.
Okay, let me
Can
give
I
you
offer
some
my
medicine.
medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
Nope.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication.
I need Lewis to stop
Feel better.
All right.
hawking his wares behind
I'll
us.
take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Lewis.
Fancy buying something,
Or
sir?
Barrett
You
even.
never lose your focus, do you?
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a
Sure.
friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides
He's an
his
angry,
behavior
angry
toward
man.
You, obviously.
Colossus Joe
But
was
you
a
also-
decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted
Yeah, well,
to pick
you were
fights with
also.
everyone.
If I'm.
It's never easy to find a new path in life.
If you
Especially
were,
after the loss of a
'cause
loved
he was right. We found out that
But
he was
crime
him
is
and the wife
certainly
were
not the best
having an affair.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against the Wet Boot Boy.
I mean, I have a couple times, I think, already.
Do you
but-
need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick
I've
than
bought
the
from you
contrary.
already, lots.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
It's a very negative view of human nature.
When there's more people outside at night than during the day, then you've got to start to worry.
That's it. Cool.
Goodbye.
Everyone else has had in-depth sort of thoughts about it all, and you're just like, nah. When people are outside in the night time, it's bad. I'm like, you're not wrong.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
I don't
So
think
my
he did.
father actually worries about me then. Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Hello, Harry.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Well, I've come to raid your house. Oh gosh, you're very sick. Thankfully, I think I
So,
do have at least
May
one
I
in
ask
here.
you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time.
You can't cure anemia, though.
Well,
You can
know.
treat it, but you can't cure it.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you.
I mean,
Does this look like a nice place to live?
you could spruce it up with some thing. Yeah, you have a place to call home.
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
Well, why? Yeah, why
If
not?
life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside.
Ah.
It terrifies me so.
Scared of the outside.
I went outside once without my father noticing, and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening.
Honestly, that'll keep you alive
so that's
these
why
days.
You stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed.
In these times that they're living
It's
in.
the living I'm afraid of.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Do you and
Have you
he
tried
chat
speaking to Mr. Lewis
about anything?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
Unfortunate.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born...
No, you
people
can't
wouldn't
blame
be
yourself
worried
for the
about
decisions of
Colossus
others.
Joe.
Everyone has control over their own choices.
Do you remember when Barrett Lewis was close to your family? To your mother?
Not really. I was too young. But I remember it was a happier time.
For them too.
Mr. Lewis was funny. He often had dinner with us.
Why are you sad then?
Because it hurts to remember a time when my father used to laugh and smile.
Sure.
It hurts to realise he's as sad as me now.
How was he towards
Every
you?
teenager in this game,
I guess.
is a little bit like...
He never forgot my birthday.
and like, there's
He
an
always offered me
epidemic going on.
books. I liked books.
Have you any recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I don't believe in miracles. But it seems the epidemic has been kept at bay for a few days.
We'll have to see it. Right,
Do you need any medical help?
I think I have a medicine
Yes,
for
I
him.
do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this.
We do. Excellent.
But you
Okay.
need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
True.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you
Keep
for your
pushing through,
concern,
Harry.
sir.
Goodbye, young man.
It does get better.
Take care of yourself.
And talk to your father.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Okay, well... Even my dreams are soaked with gloom is something that teenage Kenny would have said. So, forgive me if I'm
It's locked.
not as sympathetic as I could be. Dear Mr. Peterson, it is my duty to inform you of our refusal to accept your application for a job at the dockyard. I must thank you for the time spent at our office explaining the difficulty of your situation with your ill boy and the loss of your beloved wife. But it is also my duty to point out the policy of our company, which expressly reproves the employment of former criminals or convicts. Your unfortunate connections with the ill-famed wet boot boys have been duly noted. These are hard times, sir, and Finch and Harper intend to reward first the candidates who pass the small inquiry we like to conduct about our future employees. You have my deepest sympathy, and may God be with you and your family. Unfortunate. Oh gosh, if you ever suspect someone to be a vampire, don't try and kill it yourself. You have no chance. Instead, contact me or try to inform your professional vampire killer. These men and women are rare, but they know what to do against these evil creatures. It seems that some of them are working under the name the Guard of Pruin, a paramilitary organization dedicated to the eradication of the vampires in London. They are your friends. You are not alone. Solutions exist. Be smart and spread the word. Okay.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Oh,
I know it's hard
giddy aunt.
to believe, but this district has always been wretched.
Alright.
I'll let you go.
Let's heal the father.
Protection against malevolence and trickery.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than
you thought.
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences.
Yes.
And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
You are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
I only believe in facts.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts.
Though I am a vampire, which I suppose means that some superstitions are real.
Tell me the reason why you despise Joseph Larrabee so much, Tobias.
A faithless shepherd is the worst criminal, for he leads his flock to the abyss by disregarding the right path. God smote this man, for he doubted.
I only met him briefly, but he seemed a dedicated man who tried to provide guidance.
Do you not believe in punishment?
I'm trying to remember who Larrabee is.
I am not talking about the law of men. I am talking about judgment from heaven.
We are our own judges.
I believe that we are, as men, our own judges, juries, and executioners.
Armageddon is upon us, Dr. Reed. The final battle where every soul will be weighed. I'm afraid yours will burn for a long time.
Okay, anything interesting? Why did you send Samuel off to his death?
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood.
Oh.
Sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
Her? Is that Mary?
You sent a man to die because of a stupid vision. I have heard enough of your nonsense. Goodbye.
No, I haven't had enough of your nonsense. I need to give you
Mr.
medicine.
Whittaker.
It's Father Whittaker.
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son.
Well, I'm going to give you
If
medicine
I must
as well,
fall,
so
then
you can
so
deal with
be
that.
it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
Tell me more about the sanitary situation.
Evolving in Whitechapel these days.
Don't you hear the trumpets?
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have asked the question. He loves trumpets.
Final battle.
He loves trumpets, he does. Alright, bye-bye.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
God, you suck. Right, what's the chops? She's around the corner, right? Just need to find her to give her some medicine, and then we're good. She's around here, maybe? Oh, Cadogan Bates as well. Forgot about him.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills
Yes,
could help
that's
a lot
the-
of people round
on
here.
that note-
That would help my business, because I say alive tenants are paying
Oh, you're a landlord.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
Alright.
How are conditions in Whitechapel at present?
The way this sickness is spreading, I don't think there'll be enough new bloods to replace those tenants I'm losing from this bloody thing.
Since I took an oath to
Landlords.
help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Okay, and he's a racist
Infecting
too,
you
love that.
is probably
Or
the last
xenophobe.
thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Alright, we're going to leave that there. I'm going to finish talking to him and then go see about finding the other people. And then I'm going to rest and evolve and then move forward. But thank you for watching. We beat Mary. It was a struggle, but we got there. And yeah, this has been kind of a chill one, actually. After the most intense boss fight we've had this game, to suddenly being like, we'll go around, we'll ask questions, we'll heal people. I'm glad I had that anemia medicine. Anyway, thank you for watching this. Please, if you enjoyed this video, please do the YouTubey things down below. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz. And if you made it this far in the video, please leave a comment down below with the words, doing the rounds, just to let me know that you made it this far. Because A, it means a lot to me to know that you did, and B, it helps out the channel in a huge way, and I really appreciate it. In the meantime, I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay kind, and be good to each other. Take care.